True intelligence doesn't announce itself with noise. It doesn't need to. It moves in silence, in grace, in depth. You can feel it when a person speaks slowly but meaningfully, when they act with intention instead of impulse, when they choose understanding over judgment. Many people today confuse intelligence with performance. They think it's about having a degree, speaking fast, or throwing complex words into every sentence. But intelligence is not about display, it's about depth. It's not what you show, it's what you understand. You can pretend to know, but you can't pretend to understand. Understanding is earned. It's born from awareness, observation, humility, and time. And that kind of intelligence cannot be faked because it's not just in your head. It lives in your heart, your breath, and the way you walk through this world. The first truth of genuine intelligence is self-awareness. Most people live like passengers inside their own mind, reacting to every emotion, defending every impulse, and blaming everything outside themselves. But an intelligent person learns to step outside that storm and observe. They watch their own thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. They understand that anger, pride, fear, these are visitors, not masters. They don't deny emotion, they examine it. They ask themselves, why am I feeling this? What is this emotion trying to teach me? When they make mistakes, they don't hide behind excuses. They learn, they adjust, and they move forward. They know that admitting a mistake is not weakness, it's a sign of clarity. When someone argues with them, they don't rush to win, they pause to understand. They don't need to prove themselves because truth does not need a stage. This is the highest form of self-awareness, to see yourself clearly without distortion or fear. And no one can fake that because it requires inner stillness, not outer validation. The second sign of true intelligence is curiosity without arrogance. The wise are forever students. They don't walk into rooms thinking I know. They walk in thinking I'm ready to learn. They understand that wisdom is infinite, and every person, even the ones who disagree with them, carry a piece of truth. That's why truly intelligent people listen more than they talk. They don't interrupt to sound clever. They listen to discover. They don't fear looking foolish by asking questions, because they know that curiosity is the doorway to understanding. They read not to impress, but to grow. They explore ideas not to be right, but to become wiser. Arrogance blinds you, curiosity frees you. Arrogance says, I already know. Curiosity whispers, there's always more. The intelligent remain humble before knowledge because they understand that what they know is a drop and what they don't know is an ocean. And that humility keeps their mind alive. It keeps them expanding when others stagnate. The third mark of deep intelligence is emotional control. We live in a world where people wear their reactions like badges of honor. Someone insults them, they explode. Someone disagrees, they shout. But those who possess true intelligence do not allow emotion to rule their judgment. They remain calm when others lose balance. They stay still in the middle of chaos, not because they feel less, but because they understand more. They know that anger is often a mask for pain, that harsh words often come from fear. So instead of reacting, they observe. They process emotions like fire. They use it for warmth, not destruction. They know that to master the world, you must first master yourself. A calm mind is a weapon. It sees clearly when confusion reigns. It finds opportunity where others see only threat. Emotional intelligence is not about suppressing feelings, it's about steering them with wisdom. It's strength through serenity, power through peace. Then comes adaptability, the fourth sign of intelligence that no one can fake. Life never stands still. The seasons of your existence are constantly shifting. What once worked yesterday may fail tomorrow. The rigid break, the flexible endure. Intelligent individuals understand this. They don't resist change, they flow with it. They evolve with new times, new truths, new realities. When failure comes, they don't collapse. They observe, they learn, and they rebuild stronger. They see endings not as punishments, but as transformations. They pivot with grace, not fear. Because adaptability is not surrender, it's strategy. It is the ability to bend without losing shape, to remain yourself even when everything around you is changing. Like water, they fit every vessel, yet they remain water, fluid, powerful, unstoppable. And that quiet resilience, that ability to rise from the ashes again and again, is perhaps one of the highest forms of human intelligence. And then there is clarity of expression. the fifth and final mark of the truly intelligent. You can always recognize them because when they speak, they bring light where there was confusion. They can explain complex ideas in words so simple, they feel like wisdom carved in air. They don't speak to impress, they speak to connect. Their voice doesn't seek applause, it seeks understanding. They make people feel seen. They make difficult truths sound peaceful, not painful. And the most beautiful part? After speaking with them, you don't feel small. You feel lifted, more awake, more capable. That is the difference between the fake and the real. The fake use words to dominate. The wise use words to illuminate. Real intelligence makes others feel intelligent. True intelligence doesn't seek validation. It doesn't shout, "Look at me." It walks silently through life, leaving peace where it passes. It doesn't manipulate, it harmonizes. It doesn't divide, it connects. And the more you understand this, the more you realize that real intelligence is not about knowing everything. It's about understanding deeply, acting wisely, and feeling compassionately. It's about seeing the truth beneath appearances and having the patience to respond rather than react. If you recognize even a spark of these qualities in yourself, nurture them, protect them. Because in a world obsessed with pretending, being real is the rarest form of genius. Stay humble enough to learn from anyone, calm enough to think before you act, and brave enough to adapt when life shifts beneath your feet. Intelligence is not a contest, it's a practice. Every day, you are refining your perception, sharpening your awareness, learning how to move through life with less noise and more purpose. So the next time someone measures intelligence by status or titles, remember, those are surface shadows. True brilliance shines in the unseen, in the pause before you speak, in the grace after you fail, in the curiosity that never dies. Intelligence is not about how much you know, it's about how you live what you know. It's the strength to stand still in storms, the humility to keep learning, the calm to master chaos, and the heart to stay kind no matter how far you rise. And that is something no one can fake. Intelligence is not noise, it is presence. It is the art of understanding without needing to be understood. It is the calm flame that guides without burning. It is awareness in motion, compassion in strength, silence in wisdom. Walk this path daily, for it is the daily path to strength. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to breathe, to reflect, and to carry it with you. Like this video, share it with someone who seeks depth, and subscribe to Daily Path to Strength for more wisdom shared through the voice of Shi Heng Yi, where the mind grows quiet and the spirit becomes unshakable.